Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I want to talk about 3 productivity tips I've been doing lately to improve your productivity in 2021. Now, these aren't my ideas specifically, but they're just some things I've been trying that I've felt were beneficial for my day-to-days. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is a really easy one, and it is stop snoozing the alarm. And I get it, we all do it. I'm so guilty of it on many days, but when I find that I can at least do 5 days a week of actually getting up when the alarm rings, I can get through that first period of being really tired and hazy in the morning. And as I'm sure you know, snoozing the alarm never takes that away. It actually only makes it worse sometimes. We're hazy and confused for longer, so it's best to rip off the band-aid quickly and get up when the alarm rings. Not to mention, it gives you more time in your day to be productive. Now, the second thing I've been really guilty of myself as a musician, and that is stop perfectionism. And what I mean by that is, especially as a musician, you can write a song, record a song, and you just really want it to be so perfect all around. And there becomes a difference between making actual improvements and just beating around the bush, going at something forever and never getting to that completed product, which only slows you down and slows down the progress you could be making if you sort of let things be as best as they can be, but not beyond that. Now, I wanted to release my EP, the Montreal sessions that I recorded there. And while I was editing some of the songs, I did a vocal take, another, and I'm editing it, and I'm still not happy with any of them. And I keep wanting to redo everything, and I even have thoughts of redoing the whole song. And that's just not the right type of productive thinking. That's just being way too perfectionist, and it's never gonna get the actual product done. And then there's a time to invest in a better studio, better equipment, a producer. And since that's not the moment now, I can only make it the best I can make it. And there's really no need to repeat things needlessly if it's already been done as best as you can do it. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is a bit of an Elon Musk tip, and it's called failing forward fast. And what that means really is, as you go about your goals and progress, you're gonna make mistakes. But the difference is, how long is it gonna take you? So what he says is, make your 10-year plan into 6 months, and you won't achieve it, it won't happen, but you learn in those 6 months what you might have learned over 10 years. And that obviously increases the time it will take to achieve your goal exponentially. So my recent example of this was also, I wanted to release the Montreal sessions in March 2021, and I pretty much gave myself a month to finish the recordings, edit them, and put them online, and I failed incredibly. But from that process, I realized I needed my vocals tuned up, changed up, and improved, so I got a vocal coach, and now I'm in the process of doing that so then I can return to those songs and release them in a few months. But had I not made a quick, aggressive plan to release these songs, I wouldn't have gotten to the point of needing to improve my vocals. And therefore, it would have been so much longer till I got to the point of realizing I need to improve them in doing the vocal coaching. The whole process of releasing those songs could have been a year, when hopefully it'll be 4 months from when I wanted to release them. So it's still a failure, you could call it, but it makes you improve faster and gets you ahead of where you want to be. And tying in with my last point about perfectionism, this is really the antithesis of that, because instead of dreading on about one thing and just working on it forever, not knowing even if you did it right, you do things quickly, and sometimes it'll be a mistake, it'll be wrong, and then you can quickly improve on that mistake and find a better solution or way to do the thing. So it really does tie into not being a perfectionist and just quickly doing things as fast as you can obviously maintaining a certain quality in it, but doing it as fast as possible so you can move on to the next and next thing and have these little quick failures, and as you're making a very ambitious steps and plans to achieve something much quicker than you can imagine casually achieving it in the far distance. So I hope you enjoyed my 3 productivity tips for 2021. But wait, there is one more thing. So one more thing I wanted to talk about is something called meditating on awareness. And it comes from this book I read called The Greatest Secret. Now, it's not a new idea, it's definitely been present in ancient spiritual traditions and wisdom. And it's the basis of meditation, which many people find very daunting to undertake, and it seems like a long and boring process. This is a bit of a different way to do it, where you kind of just stare off or close your eyes and you just notice the awareness that's already there. And some may call this universal consciousness, or just our own awareness and consciousness that's always present in us. And we may be able to feel this just for a few seconds, or as long as you can focus on it. And it can really bring you to that center of peace. And the real benefit is, instead of maybe going to a stressful situation or a stressful mindset, you can sort of switch your focus to this, to the awareness within us, and bring about a more peaceful feeling to yourself. Even for just a few seconds, to bring yourself to that calm state, instead of putting yourself in a more stressful state throughout the day. Which I think is a nice way to approach meditation, and it won't be too overwhelming or too much, and it can really be incorporated in our day-to-day and can literally take seconds to do. So I hope you give it a try, and with that I say thank you.